Glad that it's another day and another time to look at Math Excel. So what we're going to do is if you go to your algebra, whichever class, starting at your bulletin board, you can click right here to the online homework or here for the online textbook, and that'll kind of pop you up. This is our online textbook that we use for Algebra 2. And if you're looking for online homework, that's going to be our Math Excel. So you'll notice that this Algebra 2 book is a little bit different than the Algebra 2 book that we use for Math Excel. And I'm going to explain why in a little bit. So just to get us to our website, you can again just either click here where it says online homework, or you can click where it says online help Math Excel Algebra 2. And now I've already signed us in, and that's kind of popped me right here. And now that I'm here, I'm looking at Math Excel for school, trying to find out. You see, this is what our textbook looks like right here, the lizard. The reason that we have this textbook, going back to the bulletin board, is this is just a quick and easier way to just go immediately to something. The Math Excel textbook is a little bit difficult to use, but it's still a really great tool and asset. So the way we access it is we go through our homework. So let's say we have 2.7 that'll be due Tuesday. We go to a question, any question. And when you're looking at this question on how to solve it, it's graphing the absolute value of an inequality. Let's say you don't remember that in class. Well, you can go to first view an example, and it's going to work with you step by step on how to solve this one. And yeah, it's going to be 8 parts, but this is a great thing about the view an example. You don't have to work through anything. It's going to go step by step with the words showing you how to solve this equation. And we continue on, and voila, there's our answer. So this, however, is it's different here. So that means you can't just go back and say, I'm going to click this one because it's shaded above. And more than likely that was right because it's solving that similar problem. But again, we need to know how to do this in real life. So you can't just kind of pick it and go. Let's say I want some extra practice. I can click this similar question. Let's say I got it wrong. Okay, so sometimes you guess, luckily. Let's go here. This one seems a little bit harder to guess. So I'm going to say I have no idea how to do that. I'm going to say f of x is going to be equal to 0. I'm supposed to be writing an equation. So I'll just say 0x. Still wrong, and if you saw there, it was just trying to give me some advice. This final check means this is the last time you can get it right. So this will give you the correct answer, so you'll eventually get it, and then you can kind of see, oh, that makes sense. I see why they got that. So looking at this g of x, I'm going to guess it's h. Don't know why, but this is where it helps. It says examine the graph to determine the function, find 2 points, and graph that line. Now, when we're graphing lines, that's what we're supposed to do. It's very helpful. But I'm going to just continue to get it wrong, and that's okay. Now, this final check means once I click this, there's no going back. So I ended up getting a 0 for the problem. Oh no, it's done, it's over. Actually, that's not true. Let's just guess why. So it's not true. I can try a similar question, and the similar question will be right here too. So I get to do this similar. I get to see it 5 times, and you notice I got 3 tries each time. So essentially, I'm getting 15 tries per section to get a problem right. So definitely continue to get it done until you're right. Now, let's say you're still a little confused. There's a nice little online video that we can go to. And you see it's 5 minutes, and it's going to go over what it means to graph the functions and the inequalities. So you see, she's kind of walking through, telling us how we work and how we solve this, which is really neat. So that's just a nice little video. You can't really read here, but let's say you want to go to step 3, what's the translation? I'll click there and it'll take me to what is a translation in a video and what that is. So a lot of resources here as far as videos, but let's say you even need some more help. Well, the last one we have here is our textbook. This is the online textbook that we use with Common Core curriculum, with the Common Core standards that's used statewide. And this is just kind of ways where you can look at it and say, oh man, this is very helpful. It's showing me how to do vertical translations. It's showing me how to do horizontal translations and reflecting a function over the y-axis. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. You know, it's Labor Day, so it's a time to relax, and I hope that's what you're doing now. So there's a ton of resources here on how to change that. Now, let's say this is something I realized as I was just kind of messing with it. This 206 right here means that this is chapter 2, section 6. So let's say you're doing a homework and the homework wasn't online. Like I think 2.5 wasn't online. So I can change that 6 to a 5, kind of hit enter, and boom, it's going to take me to section 2.5 or 2-5. So if you, this is kind of a more coding thing. If I want to go to chapter 6, lesson 1, I'm just going to go 0601, and it's really great. So if you really want to get somewhere in your textbook, I know that's a little frustrating, but this kind of gives us some coding experience, and you just need to make sure it's 0601 for chapter 6. And let's say you were chapter 10, lesson 3. We're going to be doing chapter 10, lesson 3, circles. So I'm not, and you can just continue on messing around. Now, let's say you do like chapter 10, verse 13. It's not found. That means you put it in wrong. So you just need to try it a different way. And as far as homework, that's about as far as we go there. And you can develop study plans. Study plans are essentially like it's quizzes that you can have. You can do study plan on any chapter. If you need some more help, like if you're doing functions and graphs and you want a little bit more help with two variable inequalities, well, you can just say, hey, I need to practice this problem. It's going to take you to that problem. But I'm just going to close it for now. I'm not going to work on that. But this is essentially what it is. And again, your homework grades are posted here. You can see that I have not tried. So I would be failing my homework, and I just want to make sure that y'all are trying on your homeworks, getting those hundreds, getting those great grades. So that's going to conclude our video, and I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of your labor.